Right now, I'm going to show you how to use the Shark Navigator. This is the Lift Away Deluxe. One of the premier features or unique things about this vacuum is that with the press of this button right here, you can separate the canister from the head of the vacuum. And this makes it a lot easier to carry around and do things like stairs. So this is a big problem I have with my other vacuums, is that I have to carry the whole thing up and down the stairs, but this makes it a little bit more convenient. Another thing that you can do is detach the wand attachment here. And now you do have this extension piece. So this, if you want to use it, you can use that on the stairs. But this extension piece does come off as well. So you can remove that. And now you have this really nice, compact way, very light, easy for stairs. So I'm going to use the upholstery brush, which is really good for stairs, couches, chairs, things like that. It's got this like felt fabric on it here, and it just grabs hair. So I love that on the stairs here because we've got animals in the house. We've got 2 cats, we've got a dog, and hair just builds up on the stairs here. So let's take this and vacuum the stairs and see what we get here in the end and see how well it does. On the stairs here, you can see the cats kind of use this as a scratching post. So we've got bunches of pieces of carpet. There's hair in here as well. If you start picking at it, you can see all the cat hair and stuff. So let's go ahead and vacuum some stairs here. Turning on the vacuum is really easy with this switch right here. You just need to go 1 click. It does have 2 clicks, 1 and 2. 1 is for your bare floor, 1 is for the brush roller. Since we don't have the brush roller attached, we only need to click it once to turn it on. I can hold the canister in one hand, vacuum with the other. So see that? So that's one reason I really like this tool, is because it just grabs that hair really well. So what I like to do is turn the vacuum back on, grab this with my fingers, and then let the vacuum suck it back up. Now another attachment that it comes with is this narrow path tool. So I really like this to get in the crevice here, or the crack of the stair where the bottom step meets the top step. Just a lot of hair really gets crammed in there. Simply just pull it out. There's no release button or anything like that, and then you can replace it with whatever tool you're using. Now we're going to turn this back on. Right now, I am really enjoying how this is working. I like the control that I have here with this setup. So I'm gonna continue and do the entire stairs here. I'm gonna use this tool here to get in between the steps, and then I'm gonna use this tool to get the entire surface area of the steps, and then we will see how much it actually collects in the bin here. That was it. So just a couple of minutes, I got the entire stairs vacuumed. And one thing that was really convenient is vacuuming the face of the stair. So this right here, often forgotten part of the stairs when you're vacuuming, and it's kind of hard to vacuum. But with this set up, it's actually really easy to maneuver the vacuum this way so that I can drag it across here and get the front of the step. You would be surprised how much stuff actually gets stuck in there, dirt, dust, and debris and stuff, and it's often forgotten. So now let's go ahead and check the canister and see how much we collected. Now we can look in the canister here. Now this was completely empty when I started. As you can see here, lots of hair, lots of cat hair, lots of animal hair, and then some of those carpet fibers, lots of dirt, dust, and debris. So that did a really good job picking up a lot off the stairs. Now let's put it back together as a standard, or your traditional vacuum. So here we're just going to rest the canister on the head of the vacuum, and then you press down. Then you can insert the wand attachment here. You can put the hose back on top here. And then of course, you've got your 2 attachments here. On this side here, one goes on the top and the other one on the bottom. And now you're back to your traditional upright vacuum. Here, let me show you that a little bit closer so you can see exactly how it operates. So here on the bottom left side of the vacuum, you've got this button here. So you're just gonna press this in and then you lift up. So you don't have to keep this pressed in the entire time. You just press it once, it unlocks, and now we can just grab the handle here and lift it up off the base there. Then you have the wand attachment here. It's got two places where it connects. So if you want to keep the wand attachment on, you just push this button here. Now this one you do have to press and hold the entire time, but then it just lifts off. And now you have the wand attachment with the hose. And then to remove the extension piece, the wand here, with the press of this button here, then the wand comes off. Now you have it in multiple pieces. Now you can mix and match to best suit your needs for whatever you are cleaning. And now we'll put it back together just one last time so you can see really how easy it is. So again, you're just going to slide and press down. The canister clicks right into the head of the vacuum cleaner. Slide your wand in and then connect your hose on top. Everything clicks and snaps together, really easy. Now you're ready to vacuum. Now let's go ahead and use it as a traditional upright vacuum cleaner. So you've got two positions on your power switch. Position number 1 is for bare floors. Position number 2 is for your brush roller on, typically you're gonna do that on your carpet, right? So when you click it on, the brush roller won't turn on until you tilt back the handle. So here on the head of the vacuum, it's got a little foot icon. So that means when you turn it on, you're gonna put your foot on there and then you push down on the handle. You don't have to push down hard. And now you can use it as your vacuum. So here, position 1, when we turn it on, we tilt back the handle. No brush rollers. When we put it onto position number 2, handle back, the brush rollers do turn on. So now we can just use it as our traditional vacuum here. Now if we were gonna go onto this hardwood floor here, if we wanted to vacuum a hard floor, then we'll put it on position 1, tilt this back. It's still on and using suction, but the brush roller's not on. Now another feature that it has is suction control. So if you're gonna vacuum like an area rug, you can actually use this to adjust how much suction it has. So here you are just going to twist this, and basically what it does is it allows some air in. So here it's totally closed and sealed. So here in this position, you're gonna get the most suction. And then if you turn it like this, you'll get less suction. So you might not be able to see it on camera here, but inside there's a gap inside, and that's basically just allowing more air to get in there, so it doesn't have as good of a suction. So it's going to reduce the suction, which is good for carpets and area rugs, because a lot of times you suck up the area rug and then you can't vacuum the area rug because it gets sucked up into the head of the vacuum because the suction is too strong. So let's go ahead and test that on our area rug here by the front door. So I've got it open all the way. We're gonna turn it on to position number 2. Now when you're done vacuuming, you'll need to empty the canister here. So here on both sides, you do have a lock here. So we're just going to lift that up, unlock it. It just latches onto this plastic wing here. There's another one on the other side. We'll just unlock that. And now we can just lift our canister up. And from this point, we can empty this out. Here it does have 2 little tabs here on the lid. So you'll push the button, push down on one of the tabs, and now you can open it up to dump everything in the trash. There you go. And you also have a tab here on the top, so you'll push this in, you can lift up the lid, and now you can grab stuff on the top, or in this bin up here, you can dump that out as well. So you'll want to empty it after each use. Now before you put it back together, it's always a good idea to check your filters here. So here you have 2 filters. So you got a big foam one here, and then you got another fiber filter here, a little tab here you can pull up on. Now both of these you can rinse, so you don't want to use soap on them or any cleaner or detergent. You don't want to wash them in a washing machine or anything, but you can rinse them under warm water in the faucet, and then squeeze them out, let them air dry completely, and then you can put them back in. So the little one goes in first, so the smaller, thinner one, and then the larger foam one goes in. And then finally, you do have a filter here in the front. So on the bottom here, there's this little gray button or tab. You can press that in, and then you can take off the front cover. And then in here, you have another filter. So again, this can be rinsed out in the sink with warm water, no detergent, no soap. Let it completely air dry. Then you can just press it back in, and then you can put the cover back on. It's got two tabs up here on the top that need to slide in and under. And then you just push it in and it'll snap into place, and it is ready to go again. The nice thing is it does have a nice reminder here on the front here. It shows you how to put those filters back in. It also recommends that you clean these filters every 3 months. If you don't, it could get clogged up and it will impact how well your vacuum performs. So if you're having an issue with your vacuum, try changing out or cleaning out those filters, letting them air dry and putting them back. Now, it will get gray and dusty over time, and that's okay, that's normal, but a lot of times you'll see it just build up and build up and build up, at which point you're gonna need to clean it. So just kind of play it by ear, depends on how much you use the vacuum as well. Now we're just gonna put our canister back on. It does have this hinge that sticks out and this little plastic latch or piece that sticks down into this hole here. So you're just going to place that in, put that in place there. That will swing back, and now you can lock it in place. So just grab that wing there with the plastic. Once it's on there, push that down. On the other side, same thing. So lift it up, grab that wing, press down, and then it is locked in place. And there you go. That is how you use the Shark Navigator. This is the Lift Away Deluxe. I really like it. It's a good vacuum. I've had other models of this vacuum, and so this is the newer model, and I'm really happy to have it and add it to my house cleaning routine. It's got some great features. It's easy to use, and it's easy to maintain. So hopefully that was helpful.